Good afternoon. Let's see. Oh, look at my little desktop background. Looks so nice. Doink. There we go. All right. We need the music. What the heck? All right. It is Monday, October 27th. Close to the end of October already. Crazy. I remember just a little while ago I was going, man, where did February go? And man, where did March go? Here we are at the end of the year practically. October 27th. Nothing to report. What's going on today? I'm going to jazz band practice. That'll be fun. I haven't gone to practice in a little while. It was either me or somebody else, or just a couple nights in a row we had something going on, one of us or multiple of us, that we couldn't get together and play music. But tonight, we get together, we play music. Feels good. So I'm going to actually spend a little bit of time ahead organizing my music just to get it all set up and ready to go. But other than that, I'm ready. Callie, I see you there. Have you ever asked, where did Callie go? I'm going to take a wild guess and said you went on vacation. Did you go on vacation? Or you went to Southeast Asia? I don't know. Where did you go? Did you go? You just didn't want to come see me every day? I noticed my numbers were low, and then it ended up that Callie you were just super busy. All right. That you were AWOL, absent without leave. So, here, hopefully my brain is not absent without leave today, so we can do these puzzles in good time. I see. Only, connect, olive, branch, fab, fan, just, twist, fantastic, simply, cherry, spread, radiate, mint, petite. Is that how you spell petite? I feel like it has an E on the end. I went to a high school with a girl named Pettit. Her last name was Pettit. I think that's how you spelled it. And then merely, just, simply, only. There you go. That's either green or yellow, I'm sure. There you go, green. In the slightest. Only Connect is a UK game show. Connections is based off of the game show. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. That's a fun fact I did not know. I love fun facts with Callie. Thank you. Let's see. Twist. Olive. Mint. Oh, these are garnishes. Oh, with a cherry on top. Cocktail garnishes. And leave it to me to get the easiest and the least straightforward for last. Oh, man. That's how it is. Fantastic. Fab. Maybe not. Radiate, to branch, to spread, and to fan out. Okay, emanate, good one. That's a good word for those. Fantastic, connect, petite. Is that really how you spell it? And then fab. Four. I did actually, while you were saying that, I wondered, or as I said it, as you were, hello. The voice inside my head, as I was saying that, I thought to myself, I wonder if it's like, Connect Four, Fab Four, like the Beatles, right? Fantastic Four. But the Petite Four? Is that Petite or Pettit? Because I went to high school with a girl, her last name was Pettit, and that's how you spelled it. So either I'm mistaken in that or I'm pronouncing it wrong. All right, the green category. In the slightest. Just, merely, only, simply marvelous. Cocktail garnishes. A cherry. That would be, I don't know, a Shirley Temple. It's not really a cocktail, but whatever. A twist. An olive from maybe a martini. And a mint leaf. Yellow, to emanate, to branch, to fan, to radiate, or to spread. Both spellings are acceptable. I personally spell it with petite with an E on the end. I was just thinking in my head it was an E on the end. Yeah. Let's see. Connect 4, Fab 4, Fantastic 4, and Petite 4. Who are the Petite 4? I'm going to look that up real quick. Hold on. Petite 4 is a French term for small bite-sized desserts, which literally means small oven. Small oven. 4. Does 4 mean oven? Interesting. Iced cakes, fresh pastries, dry cookies, and dipped fruits. I mean, it looks delicious. Has nothing to do with the number 4. It's French for oven, apparently. That's interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Alrighty. There we go. Something like that. Let's play. So cute. How about, aw. Blank mode. Battery saving state. Like low power mode. I don't know. WW, that doesn't make sense. Africa's largest capital city. I want to say it's Nairobi, but maybe it's not. Bicker, bicker, bicker. I don't know. Close-mouthed sound of agreement. About. Is that how you would spell it? It's like an onomatopoeia. Is that how you would spell that? Reason to suddenly bolt awake. Maybe alarm. So would this be with an H in the middle? I don't know. Put on a scale to weigh. Skincare product dispense with a dropper. Oh, hold on. This is probably serum. Total ripoff. It's a scam. Oh, I see. Hold on. Let me do these other ones. Because look, sleep mode. This is Cairo. And then to argue. There it is. All right. And then we didn't even get to the bottom one. Oh, poem. Poem. That's kind of a play on words, right? Because Poe, Edgar Allan Poe, the Raven. Or the Road Not Taken. Oz. So cute reactions. Now, this is also sort of a play on words. Because you realize, AWS, the entire internet crashed. I mean, apart from a few things, but anything that used Amazon Web Service crashed. So this kind of is like in honor, in omen, I guess, of that kind of crazy, terrible thing that happened. AWS, Amazon Web Service. Sleep mode is the battery saving state. Cairo is Africa's largest capital city. Yeah, you know that they put that in there just as a little jab, little jab. Africa's largest city is Cairo, Egypt. That's interesting. That's not what I thought would be. I thought maybe Nairobi, Kenya or something. Big cities. There are lots of big cities. Bicker, bicker, bicker. Argue. Closed mouth sound of agreement. Reason to suddenly bolt awake. Alarm. To put on a scale to weigh. Skincare product dispense with a dropper, a serum. Total ripoff. Scam. What a scam. Don't fall for the scam. And then the Raven or the Road Not Taken, a poem. Poem. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong here, but the road... Oh, that's Robert Frost. Okay, never mind. But you have to notice the Raven, right? Quote the Raven, nevermore. Poe. It's got his name in it. Don't tell me you don't see that. Callie's like, I do see it. Be quiet about it. All right, Pips, what you got for me? Easy. Go easy on me. How about... That's got to be a 2. There's not another one that's equal. So 3. And then 2 more. Come on. There we go. 19 seconds. How about that? Go the Raven, eat my shorts. Thanks, Bart. That's great. Yeah, that one was doable. Easy. Easy actually lived up to its name. I don't know what's going on here. 2 that are equal. 2 and something. There's a couple of 2s that could go together. 2 that equal 5. Equals. There's only one that's lower than... Well, there could be a 0. I think we need the 0 for something else, though. 3s. Is there another 4? There is another 4. So this... And then 2 that are equal. 9, 10, 11, 12, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be a 5. Okay, that satisfies that one. Oh, yeah, this does work. Okay, watch this. So 2. And then over here is the 5. And then over here, 2 and 2. Boom! Hey, not bad. A minute for the medium. It was not extra medium today. Proud of myself. Okay, a bunch that are equal. That means that 2 of these are a double. We've got a double 0, double 2, double 1. Okay, we'll come back and see which one we need. There's one connected to a 4. There's only one 4, so this has got to be double zeros. You know that's double zeros. Okay, then the other side is double 4. Are there 3s? I don't feel like there's enough 3s to do that. No, it's probably not the 0. Could go this way. Could go that way. 1. No. No. Because say that was the 2, then we would need to have like a 1 and 2, which we have. A 1 and something, which we don't have another one of those. We do have one of these. Could be that. Is there a 2 and 3? There is a 2 and 3. Look at that. Okay, 2s, 3s, 0s. That makes sense. And then a bunch that are equal to each other. That could be maybe this. And then above 5. Pooh. That doesn't work. Thought I was onto something there. Ones. Oh, wait, that does work. Ha ha! Nice. Nice. Okay. I thought I crashed and burned on that one. I was fully ready to reset that one. I did not need to. So 0s up on top. Living it up. 3 2s, 2 3s. 1 and 0. Over here was 1 and 0. And then 2 and 2 to make 4. 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, that was... You sure that was the... Is that all you got? Is that all you got? That felt like a medium puzzle. I could take that. Did you have a different solution? I love when you're able to do it in different ways. How did you do it? What was different there? Definitely the 3s on the bottom. 222. That's how I got it. I do love it when you can do it in multiple ways. That's pretty fun. With this one, we've got, we just kind of snaked around. It made sense, right? There was only 1. It had to go here. And we're not going to use the 0 for that. I mean, maybe we could have. I don't know. And then 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5. And then the 2 at the bottom. So that one fell into place. And then our easy puzzle was very easy today. Felt good. It always feels good when it's like, oh, finally, a good one, an easy one. 3, and then there's 1, 2, 3 that equal 3 with the 0, and then the 2 is in the corner. Here, let's go back to the hard one. Okay, so top left corner purple square was 1s. Oh, interesting. Oh, this kind of business down here could be the 1, 1, and then there was, look at this, the 4, and then there was a 1 and 2, and then 2's over here, and then that would leave you the 1 over here for 1 and 3. So technically, yeah, that could have been reversed. Oh, that's interesting. The +5 was these two over here, kind of trading places. That's fascinating. I love that you can do it in multiple ways. It's like, I don't know, was that the left brain versus right brain solution, or what was the difference there? We just had different starting moves, different starting variables to get to different ways. All right, Wordle. Hang on. There we go. Just showing you we're doing hard mode. All right. How about space? The final frontier. A little bit of help. We only have the E. How about oiled? Okay, look at that. There's a D at the end. So this could be like blank E, like consonant E, consonant ID. Like tepid. Well, I can't use either of those. I could use T, but P, no. Humid. No, it needs an E. Okay, so what if it's blank blank EID? No. E blank something D. I don't know. I think we were onto something when we put it here. But what? Or, hear me out. Blank D. Did we try that one already? Like, everything I can think of is I before E. Like field. All right, maybe not. Here's one. Weird. I haven't guessed the W yet. EI. Then RD. Let's try it. Okay, well. That's weird. So something E, for sure E, something else ID. So we were we were correct. Should have gone with my gut. You know what my gut is filled with right now? Lychee. You know lychee, like the little like translucent fruits? I love those things. I love them. I was at the Asian market Was that yesterday? Saturday. I was at the Asian market Saturday. And they had, every time when you go over by like the back rooms, there's always the back rooms. They're almost liminal spaces, but they're in this, there's always a table, and the table always has like discounted stuff, right? What are they getting rid of? What are they like, about to chuck? And they had, for I think like $1.20, $1.19 or something, they had a little clamshell full of lychees. Now, I love lychees. I can spot those from a mile away. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know what that is. And to be honest, I've opened a couple, and they were like putrid inside. They were like super gross. Not putrid. That's a bad word for it. They were like discolored and maybe like a little kind of alcoholic smelling. So I was like, all right, maybe that's not the one. Just throw those away. But for $1, you get an entire like 2-pound clamshell full of lychees. Oh my gosh. My kids and I have been just going at them. They're awesome. Oh wait, that's a word, isn't it? Isn't it like fetid or fetid? Isn't that a word? I think that's a word. It is a word. It's a word, and it is the word even. Golly, that was a guess too. I was fully prepared to do something else. Yeah, I even forget what that means. Does that just mean stinky? I'm going to guess that fetid means stinky. Yeah, smelling extremely unpleasant. Fetid. Yeah, but that doesn't have a T. It has a D sound. What? Okay. There's... that's so funny. That is so funny. Fitting. Very fitting for what I was talking about. That's remarkable. Like, literally, just in our conversation, I ended up talking about something that was stinky, smelling, fetid. That is funny. Putrid, fitting for today's Wordle answer. And you knew I wouldn't look until after I got it. So good on you for risking putting it in there in the chat. Yeah, Callie says putrid, fitting for today's Wordle answer. Fetid. So funny. Well, the Google thing had it with like a D sound. Fetid. That's America for you. Always. I was crushing the T sound. I like to pronounce the T sound because T makes a T sound. Come on. All right, fetid. Okay, and then we got the strands. Let's do it. Which way? And it's spelled witch like witch's coven. And I will never forget that stupid word coven. God. Coven. Which way? So... why does that look like Detroit? Don't you feel like you could spell the word Detroit right there? Which way? I feel like it would be like words like cauldron or something. Oh my gosh, it is. Wait. Cauldr. No way. Okay, so... candy. Can't make it over to the Y. Like a witch would lure a child into the forest with candy. Cauldron. How about a broom? Wizardry. Okay. Sure broom's not in there? Come on. Potion. Potion. Ancient amulet they found in the attic. The amulet is green. It's probably an emerald. Oh, and a wand, of course. Enchant. Oh, charm. Charm in charms class. Oh, I see it. Incantation. Incantation. Very good. And we've got the Harry Potter lightning bolt scar as the spangram. That's funny. Today's theme, which way? Wizardry. Talking about potion, amulet, cauldron, wand, charm, incantation. Wait, what is that? I think the scar is the other way around. Oh, I don't know. Okay, sorry. Who did you just drop? Oh, it's a wizard! That's cute. I didn't know you could do a wizard emoji. Cute little wizard. Sorry, I on my old laptop I was able to like zoom in on things in the chat because my eyes are just not what they used to be, and it's in like 8-point font over on this side. I can barely see it. But yeah, today I could actually I had to highlight your emoji, Google it, and then it would come up as like a search so I could actually see it. My old man eyes are just not what they used to be. I actually took the time a few days ago. This is embarrassing. I took the time a few days ago to increase the font size of all of my assignments in Canvas. I haven't gone through all of them yet. There are a couple, just handful that I haven't done yet, but they're all, they were in like 12-point font. They're all in like 16-point font now because I go to teach and I can barely see what it's talking about on the slide or on the board. I'm old, okay? I'm old. I need an incantation to make my eyes work better. All right, Samazerski, what you got for me? How about solving the letterboxed in 4 words? I see Y, U, and I, D, O, A, C, B, N, N, B, C. That's funny. M, S, and T. There's no H. There's no E. Our vowels are I, O, and A. There's no R. You did in 3. We could do T-I-O-N words. That's cool. T-I-O. You can almost spell the word incantation. Some letters are on the wrong side, though. There's no R. That's not how you spell it anyway. Mitochondria. The powerhouse of the cell. There's an H in there too, I know. Scanations. Now we're just making up words. Oh, tomatoes with an E. It's an ES. Tomato. A lot of words I'm thinking of have an E in them. Obelisk. Hey there, Dumsy. Not a word. Dumb. Oh, I can almost spell. That's funny. Nope. There's no L. I was going to say like ballast. Can't do that, though. 2 L's. Ah, there's no R. Yeah, I don't think it's going to allow it. Ooh, if O and D weren't on the same side, we could play Busybody. But just Busy Boy. No. I really want to use the TION somehow, but I can't think of how that's going to happen. Absolutely it is. Cantations, songs. Apparently, Letterboxd doesn't allow words anymore. Cantations. Incantations. There's no E. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I got a word right here. Okay, ready? Ready? Sim. Symbiotic. Oh, what a word. Okay, I'm going to write that one down. Hold on. I wonder if we could do it the other way. Symbiotic. And cautions. Symbiotic. Okay. Doesn't that seem like a Latin word, Candace? Oh, nice. Awesome. Yeah, so symbiotic. We could play cautions, but then that leaves us the D. All right, fine. Fine, we'll do it in 2. We'll do it in 3. Caution, and then the D. It's for what? All right, we'll put an S on the end then. Cautions. And then SIDS. That's a sad word. That's a really sad word. Tell me you came up with a better word than SIDS. SIDS is sudden infant death syndrome. That's super sad. Oh, I hope you came up with a nicer word than that. Symbiotic, and then the C for cautions, and then the S for SIDS. So sad. That's a sad acronym. I don't like that one. All right, how'd they do it yesterday? Klaxons? Klaxons. Oh, diamonds. Nice. Diamonds. Oh, just for the U? So you were trying to get rid of the U too. Smart. Smart. What was the other one? Oh, stymie. Klaxons and stymie. What kind of alien word is that? You thought you had it when you got symbiotic. Yeah, I bet you tomorrow the puzzle, they'll say, oh yeah, we used the word symbiotic. It's funny. Well, if you like what you see today, give this video a like. Consider subscribing. We're going to recap our answers. We're going to start with the connections puzzle, work down to the mini crossword, and then we'll show you how I did the pips. Luckily, pips was very doable today. We did the Wordle, and then the Strands, and then this good old letterbox right here. So let's do it. We started with connections. The green category first, in the slightest. Just, merely, only, and simply. Sometimes those are used not as lesser words, but as like superlatives. It was simply fantastic. Cocktail garnishes, cherry, maraschino cherries, with or without the stem. Mint leaf for a mint julep. Olive for a martini. Twist for a, I don't know, rum and coke. I don't know. What are you going to put a twist of lime on? Or lemon. And the cherry for the Shirley Temple. To emanate, to branch, to fan, to radiate, or to spread. And of course, leave it to me to get the easiest and the hardest for last. And then the blank 4. How about Connect 4, Fab 4, Fantastic 4, and Petit 4? And we looked that one up. I can recommend you a video to watch in your spare time. 2 minutes? Sure, go ahead. Tell me something I need to watch. I love getting recommendations from people. Okay, so cute reactions. And the bunch of trouble that was caused last week was all because of the AWS, the Amazon Web Services. Blank mode, sleep mode, battery saving state. Africa's largest capital city, that's Cairo, Egypt. Bicker. Argue. Closed mouth sound of agreement. Do you like the petit four? Your face is full of iced cakes. Reason to suddenly bolt awake, your alarm. I have a funny story about that. Guess who did not wake up to their alarm this morning? If you guessed me, you would be incorrect. I woke up. I got dressed. Actually, I took a shower. I got dressed. I walked into the kids' room. Lights are still off. It is now time for us to leave, to go to school. I to work, they to learn. And I go, yeah, you guys, it's time to get up. think it was like 7. Their alarm should have gone off like, at least an hour before that. And they all bolted awake, and they were like, and we tried to run out the door as fast as we could, but we actually just barely made it. When you're overqualified for the job. Oh, I've seen that one. Absolutely. The guy that's in like the big kitty costume, the big red kitty costume. I've seen that one. I've also seen the one where they're in like a dad band, and the guy that like does all the stick tricks while he's playing, and all he's doing is just like a small little like groove. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen that one. The Japanese kitty video of the overqualified drummer. I know which one you're talking about exactly. There's another funny one of this the dad rock drummer, and he's doing all these stick tricks, and it's just like a normal groove, but he's like overdoing the theatrics of it. It's really funny. To put on a scale, to weigh. I haven't weighed myself in a little while. I'm a little nervous to talk to my scale right now. Skincare product dispensed with a dropper serum. Total ripoff. What a scam. And then poem, The Raven or The Road Not Taken. Road Not Taken's Robert Frost. I looked it up. And then The Raven, of course. Quote the Raven, nevermore. Which is funny because it says Poe, P-O-E. I think they did that on purpose. What do you think? Okay, so Pips today was fine. I thought it would be a little more complex, especially the medium and the hard. I get a little nervous about those, but it went fine. So 3, that was 1, 2, and 0, and then a 3 at the top, and then a 2 here, and then 3 and 3 for equals. That one just fell into place. This one, surprisingly, also fell into place. We've had a couple of extra medium puzzles the last little while. So 1 and 3, there was a 1. No, that was the only one, so it had to be 1 and 3, and then 3 and 2 or 3 and 5, 3 and something, but then these two were equal to each other, 2 and 5, and they all just sort of fell into place in this one too, which is lucky. And then hard, boy, sometimes we stare at this thing for 12 minutes, 20 minutes, 18 minutes. Nope, 2 minutes. There it is. And apparently Callie did it in a different order than I did, so awesome. I did it with the zeros on top and then the ones down below on the right. Callie did it so that the ones were on top and then the zeros were down below. Interesting. It's just funny how they all fall into place in different ways, right? The 4 and the 2. Well, here, this was the 2 and the 4, right? For Callie's way of doing it. That one was fun. You could do it different ways. Okay, so with the Wordle today, I tried the word space. Literally, I was just staring at my keyboard wondering what to spell, and I saw the word space, backspace. And I went, oh, yeah, space. We could play that. I gave us the E. And then oiled, which gave us the D at the end, an I and an E. And then we were saying weird. And just, literally, you saw it, right? We were just talking like, oh, yeah, the filled. Wait, did I say filled? What did I say? Space? Why did I start talking about... What? Why did I start talking about lychees? I started eating lychee, or I had a bunch of lychees, but I don't remember why that brought up in conversation. And I was like, oh yeah, I opened a couple of them, and they were kind of putrid inside. And I was like, nah, putrid's the wrong word. They were more just like, what's the word in English? Estragado. They were just kind of like bleh, gross inside. Rotten, moldy. Those are all too powerful a word. They were spent. You know when you open up a fruit and it's like got that kind of alcoholic smell? That's where some of those lychees were. You could tell they had started to go. They weren't like rotten. That would be gross. But fetid, or as the Google voice said, fetid. I guess you soften the T into a D sound. And yet I miss a word like coven or water. I don't want to talk about that. And I know these crazy weird words that I'm not even quite sure what they mean. I've just heard them. Okay, today's theme in the Strands was which way? Which way did they go? Which way did they go? I don't think they've grown anywhere in North America, so they They'd have to import lychees. Yeah, so by the time they come to my Asian market, like I was at yesterday, or I think it was Saturday. Saturday I was at the Asian market. And we bought all sorts of rice noodles and what else did we buy? Bought little baby bok choy, watercress. I just bought a couple of things, it's not crazy. But I always check the kind of discount area because they always got something, some star fruit or something fascinating, and I'll bring it home for the kids to try, jackfruit. And just yesterday it was lychees, and I love lychees. My wife doesn't like them, though. She does not like them. A couple of my kids do. My middle daughter does not. My son and my youngest daughter love them. Love lychees. So we'll sit there and just munch on them. They're good for you, too. They're good and filled with antioxidants and whatnot. Give them durian. We haven't gotten to that stage yet. I don't know. I'll give them jackfruit. Oh, man, jackfruit. Jaca. Yeah, when I lived in Brazil, we knew a couple of people that in their front yard, they had a pé de jaca, right? It was like a jackfruit tree. And just every once in a while, we'd come to visit, and they would have the son climb the tree, cut one down, the dad would catch it, and then we would just cut open it tastes like bubble gum. Oh, it's just the best flavor in the world, jackfruit. Durian, no thanks. I feel like that's one of those like challenge foods. They smell absolutely horrendous. I have never tasted one. I'll give you that. I've never tasted one. But between trying a jackfruit and a durian, I would eat an entire jackfruit on live stream before I ever tried a durian. It just doesn't sound great. All right. The theme for what are we doing? Strands. For the Strands puzzle today, we're playing Which Way? Now, these are different things about wizardry. Potion, amulet, cauldron, a wand, a charm, incantation. You've had durian popsicles before. The bad smell's gone because they process. Well, yeah, if it's processed, it doesn't have that smell anymore. It's the off-gassing, right? Isn't it like the oxidization on the outside or something? Once it finally like oxidizes, then it doesn't have that smell anymore. It's something like that. Durian popsicles. Do you want to hear something weird? My favorite popsicle that I've ever had, hands down, any popsicle whatsoever, was a corn-flavored popsicle. I know, sounds weird, right? Corn-flavored popsicle. But I had a corn-flavored popsicle, actually a couple corn-flavored popsicles in Brazil, and they are palito de milho, right? It's just, man, that sounds good right now. I could go for a little milho right now. I want to see if that's available. Hold on, can you buy that? Sweet corn ice cream. So you could buy picolé. That's the word, picolé. What's palito? Is palito Spanish? Oh, I'm mixing my languages again. Palito. Yeah, I would eat that. Here, let me show it to you. Picolé. I forgot that word. Picolé. Here it is. Ta-da. Picolé. Oh, funny. Cold brew coffee popsicle? Picolé. There it is. I know it sounds weird, but they're actually delicious. Can I buy them? You know who would have it? The other place I went to on Saturday was this little just like a world market. Small place, really small place, but name like a Hispanic country, and they had everything there. I needed a certain ingredient that they really only have at kind of those specialty stores for Brazilian food called farofa. And you can't get that anywhere else. You go to a specialty store like this, and they had it. And I bet you, if I went into, they have like a freezer section. I bet you they would have one of these picolés. I'm going to go check it out next time. Heck, I could check tonight. Oh, no, it is divine. It's really good. Like, it sounds strange. It sounds super strange. But it's actually really, really good. Sweet corn. Corn is kind of sweet already, right? So it's like candied sweet corn. It's amazing. Amazing. Yeah. And then we finished it off with the letterbox today. We did symbiotic, and then the C for cautions, and then the S for sad word, SIDS. SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. It's a sad one that I don't wish upon anyone. Yep. Well, very good. Here, let's come off of that, and we'll end it with a happy note. How about that? You guys are awesome. Thanks for a great stream. Thanks for some fun chat. Callie, I appreciate you always. Brightening my day with your mildly sarcastic, you're just a realist, that's all. Well, you guys are great. And I've got practice tonight. We're going to play some jazz music. Maybe I'll go to the Hispanic store and see if they have a picolé, Gemilio, because that sounds really good, actually. And I will catch you on the next one. See you guys.